Okay, so I'm doing a ranked commentary again, but this time it's going to be on my matches of the ranked tourney. The ranked tourney happened like a month ago or so now, but I'm just now commentating. But yeah, basically I just wanted to go through my thought process in the matches, sort of how I normally do, but it's a little bit different because these aren't my most well-played matches, as they are mid-tourney, and they're just, um, I have lots of nerves, and whatever else. I shake my mouse there. That's literally just me trying to get my nerves to go away because yeah, I mean, this match, between Automat and I had the, like, advantage in elo by a lot. I had played a lot more. I was just easily the favorite, but when you're put in that position, it makes you even more nervous. So basically I misplayed this overworld pretty hard. Overall it's fine. I'm using my fire aspect sword, which is good. Obviously, I noticed that. I think about going to those trees, so I just do some like weird pathing, and then I'm just killing like so many pigs. So I have way too much food. And then I see this lava, and I don't know exactly what to do. Normally you just build a portal on the side because this U portal is like all messed up, but instead I decided to build it off of the, like, I'm playing super safe, just making sure everything's working. I build it off of the um, obsidian that's already pre-placed. This is not correct. I was super slow on this portal, and it was mainly because like I just should have built it on the side. What I did was like I counted the obby to see if I had enough, and I thought I didn't have enough, and so then I had to build on the side, but then I actually just miscounted, and there was enough lava sources, so I could have just easily entered. Here, obviously I just get the spike, and I'm at 180 around for 4. I don't see anything I don't see anything, so I just start heading towards the Bastion. And I have 4 planks and no other blocks, so I'm just getting myself some blocks because I'm going to need some blocks for this Bastion route. A small variety in blocks since those ones were kind of easier to get for me. And I'm looking for a fort right now, which is why my movement's a little bit scuffed, but I'm heading into this Bastion. What I do next here is pretty good. I like my movement. To dodge the piglins, and then I boat clutch here, which is just kind of clean, and leave my boat. That's like, it's kind of fancy, it's kind of extra, but it works, and I do it pretty much every time when I enter bridge from that side. Especially bridge from that side is just really slow in general, so I find just sending it, losing as little time as possible is really nice. Now I'm just mining the Chalice. Well, gameplay clean. I have 3 blocks, and so I want to get some more. So I make a gold pick, and so now I'm now pyring with the trunk borders, and you can just cleanly do it along bridge there. I had to tank a hoglet in it, but I would have had to tank it anyway. Now I have buried, so I'm doing an upper route. I like this route. I mean, it's just clean, fast access to the chests. And from here I'm thinking, like, I know that the spawner is out towards the purple that I entered from, but I wanna like pearl hang out from there. So I kind of just like wait for the trades a tiny bit and then wait till my pearl trade comes in. And now I go over to the other side and just clean pearl hang, and obviously loot these chests. Usually I advocate for looting pearl hanging before looting the chests so that you don't have to worry about getting away, but I just dropped them gold so they weren't aggroed anyway. I eat this golden apple. I don't know if it's perfectly correct to eat it there. Like, I could have eaten some other food, but I don't know. I just ate it because it was on my bar, whatever. I was slower in the overworld, but I cut up time in this Bastion just because of like most of my overlaps being clean. I start to craft gold picks there because I'm just thinking about like, oh, what can I do to overlap? And um, then I realized I don't have enough wood for that, and I want a blaze bed, so I just kind of give up on that play and wait for my string and wait for my obby. And once I get this obby, I'll just immediately unpearl hang because I have everything else. I grab my gold as well. Grabbing your gold is always nice, because like just having that extra gold is clean. Okay, this was like I stuttered a bit on that pearl because of the ghast. I was thinking the ghast might just like run into my pearl, so I was scared to pearl that far, and then I missed the pearl anyway. But I found the clean terrain, and then I throw. Yeah, that pearl is so tight too. My pearls were just so tight this run because, I mean, it was good. Obviously, it was good, but it wasn't like, I don't know. I shouldn't be risking that hard. It was just because I was nervous. Obviously, I'm in this fort quickly, and I'm thinking about how I can play this. I look for the second spawner because that first spawner wasn't like I don't know. I hit one blaze off of it. It's not really gonna activate for a little while, and so I just quickly do this. I definitely blocked off the wrong side, and then since I think I'd block off the wrong side, then I start overthinking it. Like, wait, can they get up if I block above the middle? Probably not. Yeah. Anyway. I block off the wither skellies and start my blaze bed, which I saved my wood for, which is good. Even though I'm already on, I think, 4 rods, it's still good to blaze bed just because you're playing for consistency and you want the extra blaze spawns. Also, you'll notice how I'm very active with breaking fire. This is like a problem I notice lots of runners have, is they just don't care that much, and they leave fire all around. Well, there's a chance for blazes to spawn. You just don't want to do that. If your blaze spawn rolls and there's fire in your spawner, you're just gonna lose time. I do boat eye here. I kind of mess up, so like my boat was moving a little bit, and also I don't know. I wasn't getting green boat basically. But I'm way better at doing that now. I have like a new way that I set it up where I take my mouse off my desk and double click instantly, and it always gives me green boat if I do it correctly, which I wish I had for this tournament. I had to reload the zoom macro there, which that's part of the reason why I swapped off of zoom macro. I'm doing a different strategy called full eye now. Because I just didn't like having to reload the zoom macro a lot. I get my wood here, which is just like remembering, and I pearl up because I know I have pearls, I know I have tons of food. I might as well just spam as many pearls as possible. Now I'm heading to second portal. Oh no, I need my rods. I get a spawn right there, which is nice. And I get both my rods, and now I'm just immediately leaving. I go left on this terrain here. I could have gone right through the fort, but I think left is fine because it's just a little bit more open. I can just find out where like I need to go exactly for cords. And I stumble a little bit on these cords, but I get there relatively quickly, and it's just like in this wall a little bit. There's not too much to say about this because it's just kind of normal standard procedure, like, oh, heading to second portal, mining in a wall, making a portal. That portal actually, the way I do that portal specifically, if you want to watch it back, is a way that I will never be able to mess it up, because if I stand in the center of it, then I can't misplace any obsidian anywhere, which is pretty nice. Anyway, I do a normal preemptive, and I think it like led me mid or something here. I'm basically just, I know I'm ahead by a lot, so I'm trying to play really consistent and just like, okay, I just need to find this portal room, just need to enter the end, 0, and then I'll win. And I get pulled mid, but it's not there, so I go back to starter, and I try bottom right to left. Automat I spies now, so now I need to make sure I got this correct, and I do. So now all I have to do is just hit the 0, and I will win, and so that's going on my head. clear my inventory a ton. And regular 0 prep, and I'm entering end here. Mid 9. I don't think I played the seed amazingly. Obviously, the overworld was scuffed. I just was kind of, in general, slow on things, like my measurements, my eye measurements. But I made it into the end first, and I do left side anchor because I'm at 94. So now this first bed should do more damage, even though it's pretty bad still. I think I just mistimed it. I have lots of beds, lots of explosives, and I'm trying to like eat this pork chop, and it like messes my brain up, but I just I pulled off the 0 cycle. And you see that, like, I like split my pork and like put it in the wrong slot. That was just because I'm just nervous. The thing about these matches is you'll notice like a lot more mistakes than normal, and that's purely because of nerves. When I'm grinding out ranked matches every day, just constantly insta-queuing, it's completely different than the feeling of like, oh shit, I have a tourney, there's lots of people watching, I want to perform my best, I want to play well, there's money on the line. Like obviously, and so yeah, it basically just leads to more mistakes. But I think I did kind of create a decent mental for this tourney. I tried to just think of it like regular ranked matches and just focus on my like trying to like get in the zone, get in the flow. Um, and then yeah, what you have to do is, the problem is like mistake like that where it's like, oh, I placed a log. That was stupid. Now I have to punch this log again. That was like 3 seconds time loss, 2 seconds time loss. Um, you have to like not let those affect you, because if you overthink them, like, oh my god, I'm making so many mistakes. I'm so bad. You're just gonna keep fucking up more and more. And obviously, like, I I'm not perfect with that mindset, but I think it's really important to do. To just like have kind of that in your head where it's like, yeah, you're just making mistakes because you're nervous, not because you're bad. And just trying to like move on and focus on not making more mistakes, I guess. So now I have all my mats for entering. I have my food, wood. Maybe I could get a bit more wood. I think I should have gotten a bit more wood. And I go to this water pool and boom, no gravel. What? Okay. I could have just I should have just been more observant basically with my finding gravel, because apparently there was some in this side of this mountain or something like that that I missed. And that was the reason why I entered slower on this overworld, because now I have to run all the way over here for the gravel that's in this pool. And so now I'm behind by like another 20, I'm behind by like 20 seconds again. This match is like a weird one. I mean, spoiler, I lost this one. It uh I definitely did not play well. So basically, okay, this is my thought process on this seed. I I enter here and there's just a wall in front of me, and I know that they're not gonna give us some complete ass, so I think about like how I can get through this terrain, get past this terrain. I know I have a gold pickaxe to use, and I decide my best plan is to go up. Um, that was just a mistake. I think if I rescanned again, also automatt gets Bastion there, so I think it's like closer than it is, and I think it's like freer access. So now I have to like rescan again, and I just like find this random cave into a ravine. This is just like all wrong. I should have just gone left on the terrain initially, and it would have just led me straight to the Bastion. Instead, I went through a weird ravine, and I have to like spelunk through these caves to find any type of terrain, and then I just randomly pop out of the chalice, which is just pure luck. Like, there wasn't skill behind this. I made the wrong decision, and it wasn't it didn't end up biting me too hard, because I was able to manage and get through the terrain. Like, at the end of the day, that wrong decision wasn't ever going to be a game-breaking decision. Even if that terrain wasn't there, I still only would have lost like 20 seconds, because the Bastion isn't that far. The biggest problem is that I think, okay, what do I do? I mess up in another way. Um, I mean, from here, it's like it's a relatively normal Bastion route. I'm just like, okay, let me open up this side. Okay, it's a single. Let me go to the other side for the triple. Um, and it's also a single, so now I'm just like confused because double singles are so rare in ranked. I played like what 600, 700 matches or something. I think I've gotten double, triple, like, or double single rather, like twice, 3 times maybe. And so now I'm just like, I don't know. I don't I'm it's like an excuse, but I found a lot of the time when little things felt like were going wrong, it felt like it would pull me out of this like flow kind of state that I wanted to be in. And for instance, having double single and low pigs is just like it's just like a mental boom to me. Like, what is this seed? I've never played this seed in ranked. In my 700 matches, I played 2 of these. Like, why is that a thing? Why are these the seeds that were picked? And it got in my head, and I shouldn't have let it get to my head at all. In reality, it's like, it's not a big deal. It's just a double single. I have low pigs. I have to, it's just, that's the reality of the situation. I have to make something work. And I think I play this fine, honestly. So the difference between me and Automat is Automat, plays for single, or sorry, for single travel. I play for double travel, meaning Automat leaves the Bastion a lot earlier and enters the fort a lot earlier, but has to go back to home portal. I played for 20 here because I think I wanted extra pearls or string or something as well. Or like I checked these trades, I'm like really close to 20. No, I'm at 13. I think I was about to leave here maybe. I wanted a little bit more pearls or something. And then they started just dropping obby suddenly. Maybe I wanted fire res. I don't know. I have 2 fire res. Now I'm at 16 and I have a bunch of gold trading. I'm like, okay, let me wait for it. Now I'm on 17. Okay, I have to wait for it now. Like, I'm so close. Um, and then I do wait for it. It takes a while. You'll notice also, like, if you remember the pearl hang, I sent out the front of the bastion. I'm pretty sure I spotted the fort at the very beginning of the match, and I thought because of the caves and the terrain and everything, and nerves and whatever else, being behind, I thought that was the correct way to go. And I pop out here, and here's the fort. I have no idea. It should be right here. And now I'm getting worried. I'm like thinking, where's the fort? Okay, it's probably just like to my left or something. I don't really get it, but um, I just didn't have a solid mental map, and I just misremembered the direction. Now I'm checking my ped share. I do have a spawner, but my render distance is obviously high, and this is just this is the complete pure solid misplay of the entire seed. This lost me the seed. I just went the wrong way for the fort, and it's just dumb mistakes like that. Think about like a lot of the time in ranked, your wins will come from the opponent making dumb mistakes or you not making dumb mistakes. And that ranked has always just been about minimizing that as much as possible, minimizing dumb mistakes, being as consistent as possible. Like, consistency and dumb mistakes go like hand in hand in terms of like the less dumb mistakes, the more consistent you are. But at the same time, there's a lot of different forms of consistency, whereas dumb mistakes are just like a thing that happened and you're like, I know that was wrong. I just shouldn't have done that, but I don't know how to fix that. And a lot of the time it's mental, um, like just being unfocused, not having proper setup for certain things or whatever else. But yeah, ranked is a lot about minimizing dumb mistakes because like you'll notice um obby misplaces, measuring, taking a long time on measuring eyes, like those are all just like, mistakes that should be completely ironed out because if you don't make them, then you're just saving time, and you shouldn't be making them. But everybody does, basically. It's yeah, I don't know. It's like a weird game of just minimizing those always. I said I noticed that automat first portal's early, and that means in my head I'm thinking like Okay, I moved the boat there. How did I? Okay, I messed that up because I literally clicked A and moved the boat. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, I'm throwing a lot. These eye measurements are like the worst eye measurements I've ever done. I just like don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm way better at boat eye now, but I'm way worse at measuring eyes now because full eye is kind of hard. But I just need to practice it more. That's it. Anyway, I know that the rates are good because Automat blinded already, and so I play for having good rates basically, and I play for having bad terrain. I sent a pearl hang here. I'm really taking my time with this. I should just if I should have played that a lot faster to be honest. And I get my last rod here, and boom, now I'm out. And I'm just going to second portal chords again. Automat played home portal. I played double travel. Automat's still not in the stronghold, so I'm like, oh shit, I can actually make up time here. And I second portal at the bottom of the lava, which isn't necessarily correct, to be honest. Thinking about the bottom of the lava, Automat I suppose now, and so I'm like, okay, damn, I actually caught up. I that my 20 obby popped off. Also, that's what you have to do on that portal when you don't have a bucket. You have to just like suffocate yourself for half a heart so that you can get rid of the lava. And then I second portal, and I'm just like under at Y11. It's just really bad. So it's like a reason why that under lava portal is bad. I don't know how to. I just it's such a weird decision. It's never like so obvious what is correct and what is incorrect. Obviously when you go up to the top of lava, you can speed bridge, and then that's just like a faster form of travel and movement, but I have to dig up into the stronghold, and then finally I get there, and Automat's already in the end, and then I get no spike, and it's not looking good for me. We went to different strongholds because Automat did home portal, and I send it down mid because I just don't know where else to go. I try to rescan, and do I get a spike? No. I run deeper in the stronghold. Okay, I got no spike mid. Let me go back to starter and try a different path. This is usually what I do when I don't get a spike. It's pretty consistent. I try to go that way, but that's just like leading me back to mid. And opening up some secrets and just randomly nav to it. I didn't even get a spike. I just kind of felt like, oh, this could be a spot for a pull room. I prepped for 0, I think. How many explosives do I have? I have 5. I'm behind by a lot, so I'm like, okay, shit, I got a 0. And let's see how this goes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the terrain is just terrible, and I'm at Y53 when I throw that pearl because of how, like, I don't know, it's just so bad. So then my second pearl was, like, not high at all, and Automat just got a decent perch, and so I just lose. I was frustrated, obviously, by this match. I just went the wrong way for the 4. I was a little bit slow in second portal. My second portal didn't hit stronghold. My stronghold was worse. Just it felt like a lot of things were stacking up against me. My gravel was in the wrong spot, and it was frustrating me. But I knew that I had to like bring myself back. Like it's not a big deal. It's 1-1. You should win this last match. And so that's what I did. I just focused up and went into this last match. My my seed picks were always trying to think about like the least RNG possible, and shipwrecks are not like that good for that because you could just go the wrong way for the enter. But also I find like myself personally, there's like a lot of I think I'm pretty decent at like finding enters on it's like this. So, okay, I punch 2 logs there, and then I go down, and then I come back up. Why did I not make a oh, I'm making shears, right. Okay, so this is smart. Yeah, so I have 12 iron. I could have gotten my wood down there, but instead I come back up to get shears, which is a lot better. It's just like a cleaner play, and I can get my wood shovel. Like, being in a shipwreck isn't inherently bad. You shouldn't be losing a ton of time, but at the same time, there is a lot of hidden time losses, and like, oh, my log floated away. Oh, I have to swim to get my log a little bit. I have to just do random weird stuff. So going back to like land is a lot better a lot of the time, and I do enter slower on one of my matches because of that, but I also enter faster on one of my matches because of that. So it's definitely just like a weird decision. This seed, I definitely made the correct decision. As you can see, oh, gravel fell on my portal. That was great. I'm entering first finally, and I close Bastion. I'm in by like a decent amount faster on just a regular Shipwreck seed. I saved a lot of time because of just cleaner play, and I don't know, I just had correct decisions. I have my leaves here, which I kind of forgot about for a few seconds, but obviously are extremely useful, and I see the fort in the distance, and I'm like, okay, hell yeah. I'm in the driver's seat right now. Automatt's just entering. I have leaves, I see the stables, I see the fort, like nothing can go wrong. And then I'm peeking around, looking at like what route I should play. I go up here because I kind of want to just like start at the top, and I think I have double triple. I didn't have double triple. Instead, I have single triple. And now I'm playing a single triple. Single triples are not good to play in ranked because they're just extremely high roll. I mine my blocks here. I'm like, okay, let me open up this triple. Yeah, it's a single or a double or something. It's not a single, it's a double. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna play this triple. I'm already here. I'm just gonna start it and trade out this gold, loot the top chest, hopefully get a pearl hang off, and then I'll go back down and play gap if I need to. This actually ended up working extremely well in my favor. Why am I pyring? I know where the fort is. Did I not? I'm pretty sure I saw the fort. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, I definitely saw the fort. I just forgot or something. Whatever. I was waiting for trades anyway. And now I'm looking for pearl hang. Okay, that's a nice pearl hang. I just have to remember to block clutch. Just puts me directly on the fort. And these trades are done. Ooh, nice pearls. 19 obby, bad string. Okay, I'm gonna play the gap. And so I start going down to gap, and I'm thinking in my head, okay, wow, I'm actually surprised at how I played here. Normally I think I would have brought down the triple pigs and brought them down to the gap and just traded with them down here, but I think instead what I do is I notice I have no pigs in the stairway, I notice I have no pigs anywhere, so I grab this gold and then I go back up to the top to give the triple pigs their gold. Yeah, no, I definitely played this wrong. I should have brought those triple pigs down. That's like just a cleaner route by a long shot. Because now I have to just run all the way back up. But at the end of the day, this was the correct play if I wasn't gonna bring the pigs down, which is it's a slightly risky play. Now I'm trading out 10 gold blocks with these dudes. I hear piglins coming for me, so I block myself in and clear my inventory. I'm just waiting for trades. I've already looted a bunch of chests. I have 19 obby. I'm just waiting for string, and that's it. And I just want string. I have a ton of gold to trade still. I'm happy that Automatt is not in the fort already. I didn't completely misplay this Bastion, even though I lost a lot of time. And yeah, I just have to wait for trades. I'm sitting here. Usually what I'm doing right now is I just do like autopilot inventory management. I just kind of think about the rest of the run. And so it's like now, okay, make some gold picks. Trying to figure out like how I can play the end game with the materials I have, because I have 20 pearls and 6 string, and then I don't know how much glowstone. 12, yeah, I'm just like not doing well. I finally get another string trade there, but now my gold's starting to deplete. I get a suit up right there, which is like a little bit worrying because Automatt got it a while ago, but I don't think it actually meant anything. Yeah, that was a perfect pearl hang. I didn't get my string. I was pretty close, but I didn't get enough, and so I just call it, and I have to hit the fort now. I've traded more gold than Automatt, most likely, because I traded the triple as well. And so that makes me sort of confident in the fact that neither of us are gonna have string. But it also means like I kind of wasted time. I did get like I didn't get a string trade. I think I got glowstone on like one of the last trades, which is actually decent. But I still don't have enough for 2 anchors. I'm 4 glowstone short. I'm just playing this for like normal. Trying to do 5 RD because it's an SSV4, and then I roll up to a double spawner. Like this is just so nice when you just have tons of blazes around. Obviously, dealing with withers is kind of annoying. I kill these guys because I'm waiting for this blaze to come down. I'm just trying to get my 6 rod. Now automatt enters 4. I'm like, okay, I'm still in the lead. I didn't mess up too bad. There's no way he has string. At least I don't in my head, unless I missed a string trade or something. There's no way. Pop out in a desert. I have the 6 rods. Okay, I don't know what it is. Something about deserts. Whenever you see them, it just feels like, okay, I'm about to kill this end game. Like I'm about to just completely shatter. And I think it's mostly just because they're flat and you don't have to worry about your eyes at all. And it's mostly for blinds anyway. When you blind out and hit a desert, it's just like the cleanest pearls ever. I accidentally throw like those types of little things. My eye broke and then I accidentally threw an eye, so I don't need it. So it didn't lose me time. But then in my head I'm like, oh my god, I'm making mistakes. I'm so stupid. Like what am I doing? You just have to ignore that. You just have to try to ignore that. Kill this rod, drops into 4 wither skeletons. Like perfect. I bait them out and then run back in. Okay, good job. Got it. Wither skeletons have a staircase, but they're scared of the fire, so it doesn't matter. Heading to second portal. I know I have a decent lead still. Automatt still has not blinded. I have 5 wool and 1 anchor, so it's not looking good in terms of explosives. And I'm thinking like, okay, you know what I was thinking actually? I thought I had 2 anchors right here. For some reason I thought 7 means 2 anchors, but it does not. 8 means 2 anchors. I was sure. So that influences my decision making here. Normally what I will do is there are 2 ways to play low string seeds. Or I mean there's a bunch of ways to play them, but one of the ways is getting a library. You can just get a library, mine the string, and that's how you get your beds. The other way that I usually am thinking about is full bowing, which I have a crossbow, I have arrows, might as well just completely clear all of the crystals, and then I can kill the dragon just like with my axe and with arrows and whatever else, and it's pretty clean. I mine this string, and I'm like, okay, 2 beds, 2 anchors, let me go in. I choose the library route this time because the library was pretty linear. If it wasn't down there, I probably would have chosen the I probably would have just entered in and just been like, okay, I'm just gonna bow. And this, yeah, this was bad because now I pearl in, I think, or I don't pearl in, but I run in. I have 2 beds, 1 anchor, which is possible, but scary. Automatt's still finding the stronghold. Yeah, see, I make 2 anchors there. I'm like, wait, what? I only have 1 glowstone extra. I can only charge 1 of these. So now I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna full bow. Full bowing here is like just the correct play because it's really hard to hit a 2 bed 1 anchor. It relies on RNG too, so just clearing out these crystals and then being able to axe the dragon without it healing and whatever else is just gonna be the easiest and best way to play this end fight, especially, and the most consistent too, because I'm ahead by a lot. All I need to do is just not mess up. So I get that, and now I think what do I do? I just go to get this other crystal. I think there's 2 crystals left, maybe. Yeah. The only other crystal is like the super tall tower, which sometimes you just need a different angle to get because it's too hard otherwise. I'm like panicking because I know it's perching and I need to get this crystal off, and then I get the crystal off and it's actually not perching. And also, I don't know what it is, but I just like notice like my hunger is on 4 now, so now I have to think about that, like, oh, am I gonna be able to sprint into the fountain or am I gonna have to walk? And I'm just kind of waiting and shooting the dragon whenever there's like a clean shot to do. And yeah, I just roll in. It's a 3-bed 1 anchor. The dragon's, or 2-bed 1 anchor. The dragon's already low. I do this because the anchor, the dragon's head wasn't lined up with the anchor. And 3 explosives. Those explosives were fine. And because I have no crystals up, I can easily just finish this dragon off and win the match. That was round 1. I'll do this for every round, but overall, I think this match went well. I don't, obviously I made lots of mistakes, and overall I'm not extremely happy, but, or I wasn't extremely happy, but, I still won. I made it through.